before we play a little game with you, I want to get back to Bachelorette really quick. Is there anything else that you want to share of your time there? Maybe what you expect? Any words of advice for Katie? Anything in this moment?
Let's see. I will say this, like, can I, let me just speak as a fan of the show and someone who's like observing it and enjoying it. I will say that, like, I am super here for like how Katie is going through this thing. I'm like very proud of, like, you know, this sex positive woman who like kind of took on bullying in this last season. Now like kind of getting her shot. It's kind of like, I don't know. For some reason, it's like she's like the Bruce Springsteen of the show. She's like every woman, and I do feel like a lot of America can really relate to her. And then also like how she's handling this season with very much like, I'm sending you home because you're an asshole, like vibes. Is I'm just like really proud of her, and like that she is, I think, going to be a role model to a lot of people. As someone who like loves the show, I'm like, can't we keep Thomas on like a couple more episodes, like just to see what happens? But no, I just am really like proud of how she's going about all this. I also think that like this season is so dramatic and heartfelt, and like the conversation that she has with Andrew S. in this episode. And he's talking about how the girl that he was going to get married to, you know, had trepidations about having kids because she was nervous about if people were going to question if those were her kids in a grocery store. As a privileged white human man, I had never thought about that. And that story being told on this season to people like me, I think is so important and really, really wonderful. And like, I applaud Andrew for like having the nuts to tell that story with 5 cameras pointed at him, you know, like, I'm sure that wasn't easy for him. So I thought that was like a really beautiful moment in the season that like, I can't believe happened, you know. Mike's story about being a widowed man, and like how hard this is for him. Like, I, of course, God forbid, but like haven't lost a spouse. I can't even imagine, but like having him on the show, I can somehow empathize with it. Like all these stories that like, I think that you're just not privy to, if you're like privileged like I am, is like a great thing that the show is doing. And so this season has been like super dramatic. Like the last episode or 2 episodes ago, like I was crying like the whole time, you know? And this most recent episode with like Andrew's story and, you know, learning more about Mike's story, it's just been like really, really, this has been like a very teachable moment season. And I just have really enjoyed watching it, if that makes any sense.
It's, I think one of the, it's probably the season with the most depth. Like, yes, there's drama, but there's so much depth and real life conversations that, I mean, I hope everyone watching can take this away and be like, we can only go up from here. Like, these are the, like, now you're at kind of this level of these types of insightful conversations that like you can only keep building season by season off of that, which I, as a viewer, love. I hope that continues. But yeah, I mean, I hope that we continue to see it. I'm sure, you know, Katie has shown us so much in just these first couple of weeks, and I'm sure that's going to continue. But I agree. It's a good one. It's I think one of my favorites that I've ever watched.
I actually have to agree with that. The guys are amazing. Tayshia, she's amazing.
I mean, like, so you know what happens. Like, you tease it now for me. I did the Paradise tease. Like, how is the end crazy? Like, what? I mean, what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, just like how you said, there are moments where you're just like, what in the actual hell is happening? And with this season, there are things that happen that I'm just like it just changes in the blink of an eye, and like you're like, what just happened? Like, and when people say it's the most dramatic season or whatever it is, like this season, I truly feel like y'all don't even know what's about to happen. It is crazy.